Hey guys, I'm Jennette McCurdy and you're watching Clever TV.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Jocelyn Davis. Welcome back to Clever TV. Now today I'm hanging out with one of the stars of iCarly, Jennette McCurdy.
Hey guys.
And now you're adding a bunch of other stuff to your resume.
Yeah, guess
and
so.
we're here to talk about music.
All right.
Very, very exciting. You have an EP out, a single out, a music video. So I guess we should start with, I know you're a woman of many talents. But where did the music thing get started?
I've always loved music, and it's always been really influential in my life, and I've found a lot of inspiration from it through the years. And I guess the opportunity just hadn't come forth for me to really go looking for record deals, because you can't really do that when you're 7. Like, hey, sign me, whatever,
You never know.
So,
you never know.
That is true.
Yeah.
But so then when I was 14, and I really started taking the whole writing process seriously and kind of co-writing with other people, and really finding my perspective in music, then I really started kind of pursuing music a lot more intensely.
Well, it's funny that you mention age 7, because I think, was that the age that you were actually in Faith Hill's video?
That was indeed. I was in her video for The Way You Love Me. If you look it up, I have a little tutu and cat ears. I'm in the backseat of a car that's split in half. So
that is so crazy.
Yeah.
Have you seen her since then, or since you started your music?
I have. I saw her at a Keith Urban concert. They're friends, and she was there with her daughters, who coincidentally watch iCarly. So it was very awesome that she asked for her daughter to take a picture with me. So I'm on Faith Hill's camera.
How crazy is that?
It's nuts. I don't even know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Did you guys discuss music? Does she know that you're kind of doing that now? Or?
Yeah, because she was like, hey, what are you doing in Nashville? So then I was telling her and just kind of explained the whole story and everything, and even explained how she had a big part on kind of why I really, really started listening to country music at a young age, because being in her music video, I loved the song, and she was telling me about, at the time she told me about like Vince Gill and Tim McGraw. So I told her, and she was really excited and very nice and supportive.
Which kind of brings me to my next question, which is about country music, because you're a California girl, and a lot of people kind of think of country music as being more centralized to places like Nashville, but you're kind of bringing it to the West Coast, which I love.
Thank you. I like to think of country music as more not necessarily where you are, but like where you come from inside. Right. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I know it sounds weird, but just where what you feel on the inside is more important to country music than where you come from location-wise. And I just feel like country music is where it's at, and it's where I feel like I fit in, and everybody in Nashville has been really it's such a great community, and they've been really supportive of me.
It seems like it's very family oriented. Mm-hmm. Did you grow up around country music with your parents and stuff?
Yeah, well, my grandmother listened to Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline and Loretta Lynn and all the classics, of course. And then I grew up, I would listen to Shania Twain, and of course I listened to Keith Urban all the time, and Rascal Flatts have been around a while, and Leanne Rhymes and Leanne Womack. So
and the list goes on and on. Now, you actually, is it true that you co-wrote most of the songs for your album, or?
Yeah, actually, from my EP that's out right now, I co-wrote 4 of the 5 that are on that, and then from the album as it stands, I co-wrote 9 of the 11.
Wow, that's really impressive, and this is for your first release as
well.
Yeah.
I felt like it's definitely very true to myself, and definitely kind of there's a lot of things that a lot of messages and just kind of, I don't know, stories that I wanted out there that are out there that I hope people really relate to and respond to.
So what would you say you get inspired by for your writing? Is it stuff that happens to you or other people, or?
It can be anything and everything. I actually carry around a tape recorder. I have a tape recorder app on my phone, and I carry that around with me always, because you never know when something's gonna strike.
You'll feel moved by the music.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You never know when there's gonna be some somebody that you walk past, or somebody that you meet, or something that a person says that's gonna be that little nugget of a start of a song that you need. So then I'll just record that into my tape recorder. But inspiration comes, from me, from other people, from outside sources, doesn't matter. It comes from everywhere.
So like you said, you have the EP, which is out right now. You guys need to go buy it if you haven't gotten it yet. And you have the music video, which looked like it was so fun to shoot. I know we talked about before, like the hilarious behind-the-scenes segment that you did, which, it looks like wasn't just a huge blast shooting that video.
It was. I was a nervous wreck. I got to tell you, I was so nervous.
You're like acting all the time. Why was it scary?
Well, it's different because, when you're in a music video, you have to be really aware of your body language and the way that every movement is, because when you're acting, whatever you do, if you're talking and your hand goes up, whatever, that's fine, because that's what a person would actually do.
Right.
But for a music video, you have to be a lot more body conscious, and everything has to be kind of a lot more poised, and you know, like if you reach a hand out, it can't just be like, my hand's flailing.
It has to mean something.
Exactly.
Kind of.
You know, everything's got to mean something, and so that was why I was so nervous. But then the director, Roman, was awesome, and the crew was really
so funny.
laid back.
You guys look like you were just cracking each other up.
We were just joking the whole time. It was really fun.
And you also got to work with so many incredible people, just from a production standpoint, from a writing standpoint. Was there ever like a time that you were a little intimidated or nervous or anything like that?
Most definitely. I felt, goodness, just throughout. I mean, there were so many powerhouse people that I had the opportunity to work with. And of course you get nervous. I mean, you know, you want to do your best and really hold up to these magnificent people around you. Yeah. But I just kind of kept my head down and kept working, and you know.
Hard work pays off.
That is correct.
It is true.
That's a good motto to live by.
So the album, and like you have another single coming out. What can you tell us as far as when we'll hear or see something?
The start of the new year, as the single will launch, and it's going to be. I'm really excited for it because so far it's been this EP, and you know the EP was titled "Not That Far Away," so "Not That Far Away" was released to kind of, you know, get people
a little buzz,
you know,
excitement
and
going.
give people kind of an essence of what's going on, and you know, in the music department for me, and they were able to see the music video. But now everything's going to just really launch and take off, and I can't wait for people to hear this new stuff and everything. I'm really excited.
Is there one song, or I mean, I know it's hard to pick, that you just feel like really connected to, that's like your favorite of all that you've recorded?
Oh, dang it, that's really tough. You know, I love a song on the album called "Stronger." For it really connects with me a lot. I wrote it for my mother, and I just really feel like that's a song that's, I don't know, that really just connects to me, and I hope people can kind of view it as an anthem to kind of live by. I like those songs that really represent life in general, you know, and something that you can listen to and start your day off on the right foot.
Yeah. And
I love, there's a couple ballads on the album actually that I really love, because I feel like the album has a lot of its substance and its meaning through the ballads. Mm-hmm. And then there's a song called "Break Your Heart" that I have a great time singing and performing, and it's
What's
just one of those.
About?
It's about getting back at a guy who's done me wrong, and
snap, watch out. But that's why I love girls like Carrie Underwood and Miranda Lambert, who are also country singers, because they're just like so hardcore. Like, don't mess with them.
Well, yeah. I mean, exactly. I think it's an important thing. You know, you got to get the message out there. Don't mess with me.
Yeah, girl power all the way. Now, you actually work, you obviously work at Nickelodeon, and tons of your, I guess you would say, network friends are also doing music.
Yeah.
Did any of them, like Miranda or Kiki or Victoria, anybody, like, do you guys kind of chat about advice for each other or anything like that?
Yeah, well, we always share kind of different music recommendations, because we hang around each other so often. We'll say, this is what I'm listening to, what are you listening to? And we'll kind of swap, musical influences and things like that. And everybody's real supportive of each other. And it's a great sort of, the Nickelodeon family is a great family, and it's very
for many
friendly
reasons.
and yeah.
Yes, music as well.